It wasn't our idea to call ourselves sundivers. Some poetic journalist coined the phrase and it caught on. Sundiver, a man able to command spaceships the size of a small city with nothing more than the power of his brain. Years ago, it was just a wild dream of a mad scientist. Today, we're mankind's only hope. When Earth found and colonized Cognita, a planet near Rigel Centaurus, everyone knew it was just a matter of time before we found another one like it. And we did. Our third Earth was supposed to be near Aldebaran, one of the stars near Taurus, some 68 light-years from Earth. Thank Gunnarsson for his warp gates. The fleet was led by me, and I had Lamya and Angelus by my side. We knew exactly what to do, but Earth headquarters still treated us like this was our first training mission. How many times did we have to prove ourselves?
David, this is Brazil 2. Just wanted to remind you to clear up the space matter before you release the gate.
Yes, Mother.
Very funny. You know I'm just doing my job.
All right, sorry. Lamya, ready?
You're supposed to be the best sundiver in the universe, so sense it yourself.
I sense you're in a good mood. Angelus?
Ready.
Listen, Earth fleet will arrive soon. I want one of you to volunteer to check out the surroundings. We need to make sure this part of space holds no surprises. Destroy any debris in sight. I don't think I'm sensing any danger, but, well, I don't know. I just feel a little anxious. Maybe it's because we're so close to 0 hour.
Or maybe it's because you ate too many burritos again.
Thank you, Lamya, for volunteering. Angelus, you stay where you are. Lamya, break formation and sundive.
My pleasure. Okay, I'm done. That was exciting. I always dreamt about being a space cleaner.
Is it just me, or do I hear a little irony in your words?
What an incredible sagacity. You really are the best.
David, Lamya, sorry to interrupt your love banter, but we've got a problem here.
And that's when we heard the words. The words so simple, so untrue.
Nothing really to get alarmed about, just strange. I know it's not in today's mission plan, but it would be great if you and your team could check it out anyway. We have spotted a little comet near Mars. The strange thing is, it seems to be on the collision course with Earth. Normally we would take care of it ourselves, but we don't want any more ships out there. Just approach and give it a good kick so it changes the course. If there's too many rocks, just destroy the whole thing.
A piece of cake. Just go and blow an entire comet off its trajectory? How could you guys have missed this thing? A comet this large that's going to hit Earth, and you didn't notice it until it's near Mars?
Actually, that's what's strange about it. It simply appeared out of nowhere 10 minutes ago.
All right. Lamya, you're the closest to the comet. Want to clean up one more asteroid?
A comet is not an asteroid. Oh, never mind. I'll do it.
Angelus, check out the place where the comet was first detected.
Copy that.
And Lamya, be careful. There's something weird about this whole thing.
Gee, you think? It appears out of nowhere, headed for Earth, undetected earlier by our stations, and you sense something strange about it?
It's not just that. Well, just be careful. I cared about Lamya more than I wanted to admit, but it was not the reason for my uneasiness. If I only knew.
Gully, just a standard flight over the comet's surface. If everything is okay, I'll power up the big guns.
Scan on the surface. So far, it looks like an ordinary comet. We're having some visual problems. Probably approaching radioactive area.
Radioactive? This comet should be nothing more than a big chunk of rock and ice.
Lamya, maybe you should take a look at the comet's tail.
Why is everyone so spooked by this thing? Looks like an ordinary comet to me, but okay. Golly, check out the tail. If you still get visual errors, switch to infra.
We're almost at the tail. Switching to infra. Oh my god!
Oh my, David, Angelus, did you see it?
These ships were not made on Earth, and they weren't made on Cognita.
First of all, before you start preparing a welcome speech in the name of all mankind, let me remind you that the comet appeared like it was sent through some kind of warpgate and is heading for Earth. If it reaches the target, human life on Earth as we know it is gone. God only knows how many alien spacecrafts are following that comet and hiding in its tail. We sent 3 scout ships out today and each was destroyed before they could even contact us. Am I making myself clear?
Earth, are you copying all this?
We're still in a little shock down here, but we know there's no time to waste. We hear you, Angelus. But we have to be 100% sure that we have an enemy threat before we start shooting at the first aliens that humankind ever met, okay?
Agreed. General Harnum, I'm leaving the fleet in your hands. I just need a few ships with me.
Any special instructions?
No, just stay here and keep in contact with Earth. Lamya, I should reach you in about 45 minutes. Meanwhile, build yourself a very good defense, just in case.
I will. Over and out. Oh my god, they're still coming.
I'm here, Lamya. You're welcome.
Thanks. I thought I could handle this myself, but they...
Lamya, it's really not the time. Angelus, you still here?
I found something. Seems like the comet went through this little thing.
Okay, don't do anything. We'll be there shortly. That wasn't the smartest decision I've ever made, but when I look back, I still don't know what else I could have done.
It looks like some kind of warp gate, but nothing we've ever built can match this thing. Much bigger than one of ours as well.
Do we destroy it?
Earth, we need your guidance here.
Oh shit! Something's happening! It's coming at me!
Fighters, attack! Yes, sir!
Sir, I've thrown everything I've got at the enemy ship. I just can't seem to damage it.
Keep trying! Now what the hell was that?
I don't know, but my engines are blown. I'm a sitting duck out here.
And from what I see, in a minute you're going to hit the gate.
Oh my god. Lamya, can you fix the engines?
I don't know, I'm trying.
There's no time. I want you to let me to try to control your ship.
Are you crazy? I said the systems are down. Even with your powers, you won't be able to move my ship from this distance, especially without enhancers. And besides, only I am connected to the ship.
That's what I want to use. I want you to let me inside your mind. I will try to take control of your ship.
But no one has ever done anything like this. It's impossible, David. No, I'm going to have to fix this baby myself.
Lamya!
No, I'm almost done.
God, no!
David, I can sense another group coming. Stay here. I'll go and take care of them.
At the time, I had no idea why Lamya didn't want me to enter her mind. I never thought that maybe she didn't want me to know her thoughts. Her thoughts about me. Now I was determined to get her back at any cost. Nice work, Angelus.
David, I must tell you something.
Yes?
When I fought the enemy, I felt something. David, I know there's greater evil behind all this. I think the aliens we've met are innocent. We cannot fight them anymore. It's genocide.
Angelus, they attacked us first. We are just defending ourselves.
David, I'm sorry about Lamya, but I have to destroy this gate. I cannot allow any more killings.
What? Are you insane?
I don't want this, but it's the lesser evil, and I know you will not listen to me.
We had always known about Angelus's affiliation with the Fallen Angels cult, but always thought of it as harmless. The cult believed that there were once alien gods that ruled the universe. Some even believed that these gods were the creators of all mankind. For a short while, I wondered if Angelus had lost his mind when using his powers during battle, but he was too good for that. In fact, sometimes I even thought that he had greater talent than any of us. That's why I was so scared when I realized that I would soon have to confront him. Lamya!
David, Angelus, you will not believe what I've seen.
David, now that Lamya is here, the gate can be destroyed, and we can put an end to this bloodbath. You can easily kill me now if you want, but I really don't want to die in the hands of my friend. Let me go through this gate and then destroy it.
Angelus? David, what the hell is he talking about?
So be it.
Thank you.
David!
Lamya, Angelus, I don't even know where to start, but I think he lost it when he killed the enemy mothership and probably thousands of aliens inside. He attacked me and wanted to destroy the gate, mumbling something about the greater evil.
And you both fought?
Yes, but we can talk about that later. We need to destroy this gate ASAP. Are you okay?
David, I saw another race fighting with the ones we met. It's like, oh no, look!
We saw this ship before, and we couldn't even scratch it with our weapons.
What do we do? Damn, There's another one!
I don't have enough resources to even try to fight them right now. Lamya, open our gate.
You mean the gate our fleet was supposed to use to get to Aldebaran?
Yes, now. Open it and go. I will pass through right after you and close it.
Let's hope we have enough time. Finally!
This was strange. Those indestructible ships didn't fight me. They just disappeared. I don't get it.
Maybe all they wanted is to scare us away. But why?
I know as much as you do. No, wait. Lamya, what the hell is this place?
It's definitely not Aldebaran. There must have been some screw-up with the warpgate settings.
Impossible. The gate was checked 1,000 times before it was loaded on your ship.
Okay, David. Then this is Aldebaran. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize its two sons.
All right. Anyway, I cleared up the space around the gate. Let's gather some resources, fix the ships, and get back. I'll deploy the gate so we can return to Earth. Let's hope this one works like it should.
Agreed. We don't have many options anyway. One more thing. While waiting for you, I scanned the surroundings and... Hang on. Morgellian, are you in the lab?
Yes?
Tell David what you have seen.
Sir, we have spotted a large group of what seems to be partially destroyed alien ships of some kind. No life forms were detected.
Are those ships from the aliens we've already met?
I don't think so, sir. I believe this is a completely new race, or maybe the word new is not the best way to describe them, since my preliminary tests suggest those wrecks are over 40,000 years old.
So while our distant ancestors were still jumping around from tree to tree, this race was busy building spaceships. Lamya, get the nearest resources. I'll check the wrecks. Just in case you don't find anything here, I will set up a mini-gate to send you some fully loaded harvesters.
Sounds great.
God damn! No life forms detected, huh? Lamya, I'm under attack. Send me some reinforcements now!
Actually, David, seems like I have some unexpected guests too.
For a long time, we humans thought we were the only intelligent race in the whole universe. Then, in just a few hours, we met 4 others. Demons, the first aliens, named after the fear they brought to our hearts. Vitechy, with their amazing technology and seemingly indestructible ships. Worms, the third set of aliens whom we just fought against, and won. And ancients, a mysterious and long-dead race we never saw. All that was left of the ancient civilization were the wrecks of their magnificent ships. We gathered as much resources as we could and prepared for a jump back. I told Lamya I would go first, and if the jump zone was safe, I'd send back a probe, as a sign it was safe for her too. If the probe didn't appear in an hour, it was up to her to figure out what to do. go through the gate or journey into the unknown. I was anticipating trouble on the other side of the jump, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw when I arrived. Angelus, you pathetic little traitor.
David, wait. Hear me out. I was right. They are not our enemies. At least not every one of them. They can explain everything.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but the picture I had in front of me was only making me more confused. I decided to go for words. How are we going to communicate?
They have the technology. Unlike us, they coexist with many other races and are prepared for cases like this. Arad is the leader of this group. Arad, this is David Lavelle, who I told you about. Please, explain the situation to him.
Sir, let me start with expressing my regrets about the losses your people have suffered from my race. I have seen my brothers dying too, but I know you're acting in self-defense. I don't think you're in the mood to hear my apologies right now, so let me continue with my explanation. I know you have seen spaceships that seem indestructible. These ships are made by a race we call the Vitechy. We've known about them for thousands of years. They are much more advanced than we are, and they always ignored us, treating us as inferior, harmless animals not worthy of their attention. They never did us any harm, probably because it never occurred to them we were worth the time or effort. It was a complete shock to us when they attacked our planet. We had many enemies, and our armadas always stand ready. But we didn't stand a chance against the Vitechy. We were being exploited. Even though it's against our nature, we realized the only way for our race to survive was to escape. We don't have the technology to build warp gates like the Vitechy or you. And our ships are slower than the Vitechys. My brother, Azel, the other admiral in our fleet, decided to mix our battle groups. Well, what was left of our battle groups, and tried to hide in the tail of a comet that was passing nearby. We hoped to fool the Vitechy's energy sensors into thinking our ships were simply parts of a passing comet. But suddenly, the comet changed course. We realized it was heading straight into the Vitechy's warpgate. Instead of staying in the relative safety of the comet's tail, we decided this might be a good chance to counterattack the Vitechy. Our scientists calculated that after the warp jump, we would find ourselves in the Vitechy's world. But instead, we are here in yours. When you approached us with your battleships, we assumed they were some units from the Vitechy we just hadn't seen before. After the first battle, we knew we were dealing with a completely new race. Our scans revealed Earth, a planet we ourselves could live on. Admiral Azel, my dear brother and closest friend, decided to fight against you and conquer the Earth to find a place where we could be safe from the Vitechy. First, I agreed with him. The survival of my race was my only concern, but then I realized we would be doing the same to you as the Vitechy had done to us. I tried to explain that to Azel, but he is not listening anymore.
Do you expect me to believe this crap? I'm pretty sure if we hadn't won every battle we fought against your species, we wouldn't be standing around talking right now. We'd be dead. Isn't it true the only reason you're here and not with your brother Azel is that you've tried and failed to kill all of us? How do you expect me to cut you any slack when we've won every battle with your race? What's in it for us?
David, don't you see that?
It's all right. I will explain. You have won every battle, and that is the truth. But you may not win the next one, and I will tell you why. Azel is preparing the attack directly on Earth, and that is why I am here. His sole desire is now to win this war with you. After his humiliating loss to the Vitechy, after the further humiliations losing to your forces, all he thinks about is revenge. He secretly built a great space fleet, and will start his assault any moment. He will sacrifice everything, even himself, to win this time. And this is what I'm here to prevent.
Oh, I get it. You will tell us where Azel is now. I'll go right over. Surprise! The whole thing will be a trap, and your brother Azel will kill me. Sounds like a great plan to me.
Actually, David, you are not risking your life. I will do it.
Oh, right. The most trustworthy man I know.
Look, David, you have to admit I was right that something was wrong with this situation. I have no doubts that if we look for the real enemy, it's the Vitechy. I understand you don't want to take a risk, so I'll go there myself, and you can watch the battle from a safe distance, and eventually help me when you decide to.
All right, Angelus. Sounds fair. One more thing. Arad, why are you helping us? Are you suggesting you'll just sit here and watch Angelus killing your own people?
I have seen the Vitechy ships fighting with yours. Neither of our species is going to survive if we fight alone. Azel doesn't want to understand this, and if I want my race to survive, this is the only way. We are not as sentimental as you are.
We will see, Arad. Okay, Angelus. You can go.
Arad, give me the coordinates. David, Arad, I think I can handle this alone, but I don't see Azel's mothership anywhere.
You will see him soon enough, human.
Arad, why are you releasing your fighters?
Azel was right. You humans are stupid. You don't deserve this planet.
David, I finally sense Azel's fleet.
So he finally showed up. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Wait, he's not going our way. He seems to be heading Earth?
What? What is he trying to do?
I don't know, but when I talked to Arhad for the first time, he mentioned something about an experimental weapon they were developing, but they never used because they couldn't control the chain reaction. Now they don't have much to lose. I think Azel is the last of the demons, assuming no others have survived the Vitechy onslaught in their home world. I guess you know what I'm trying to say.
I think you're right. We have to destroy Azel before it's too late.
I can cut him off. There's still time.
There is only one problem, Angelus. What if you get the upper hand and Azel understands he won't survive? He may use this weapon. And if it's as dangerous as you say, he'll kill himself, and you, and everyone else in the area.
I guess we have no choice anyway, do we? But I don't think he'll be ready for what I have in store for him.
Angelus, what are you planning?
Don't worry, David. Just move your ship as far away as you can.
What are you talking about?
I am partially responsible for all of this. It's time to pay for my mistakes. Goodbye, David.
Angelus! Angelus had paid the ultimate price, but we still were not safe. Demons were all dead, but we were expecting the Vitechy's visit at any moment. Lamya appeared from the gate, I realized she didn't know anything about the demons, about Angelus, about his death. I decided to keep this all to myself, at least for the time being.
David, I couldn't wait for the probe any longer. It's been 5 hours. I was worried you were in trouble, but I can see you're okay. Why the hell didn't you let me know it was safe to make the jump?
Lamya, I'll explain it all later, but let's just say the demons are not a threat anymore, but we still have to take care of this other race. They are called, I codenamed them, the Vitechy. Any luck on your research?
Well, get ready for something really good. Kia, did you finish the new tests on the alien technology?
Just a few. It'll be a few years before we can fully understand it, but we're pretty sure of a few things, and we've tested the technology, and there doesn't seem to be any side effects.
Describe it to David.
Sir, we do not know if this technology was used for military purposes, but there was a special gravity control system mounted in all the alien ships. Do you want a full description, or just an overview?
Overview, please. In English, if you don't mind.
We discovered the interface for this system by accident. In short, it turns out that with this device, you can control all meteors in the area. Just choose a given point in space. Activate the system, and all nearby meteors immediately jump to this place.
I was expecting a Philosopher's Stone and you give me a vacuum cleaner?
I wouldn't say that, David. We realized the system's terrifying potential when we set the target too close to one of our own ships. Let's just say there were massive casualties.
Now I get it. This can be a pretty powerful weapon. That's great. That's wonderful. That's our chance. Lamya, if you use the alien gate, we will end up in the demon's world, right?
Right! I was already there, remember?
But it's not the Vitechy's world. And the Vitechy ships were coming to us from the same gate. That means that in the demon's world, there has to be a second gate, leading to the Vitechy's home, right?
Right again. I got an idea. Let's find it, jump through it, and shock the Vitechy with our killer meteors.
That is exactly what I was going to suggest.
But I was kidding.
But I'm serious. Let's make the jump. They don't know we have this new weapon, so we can surprise them. I mean, no reasonable creature would do that, right? But that's why we are the last thing they expect.
You do realize this sounds like a suicide mission.
Yes.
Just making sure. Let's go! Last time I jumped through this gate, there was literally a war right here.
I don't think the demon's race exists anymore. There, I knew it. There it is. Lamya?
I'm okay. Seems like our crazy plan worked out.
Our plan? I thought you said you were kidding.
I was kidding when I said that.
Well, one way or another, I don't think it's over. We still haven't seen their best units. Those indestructible ships. Why did I have to open my big mouth? Damn. I don't even have the resources for a new defense.
Try to hold on as long as you can. I'm coming! Those ships have to have a weakness. Try to find it.
I know, you're probably right, but I'd still like to see you here as soon as you can drop by, okay? Lamya, they flew right by me but didn't attack. I don't get it.
What? Do we follow them?
Good idea. get my coordinates and apply the changes to your course. We'll meet on the way. What? Another gate? How many doors does this place have?
Well, we thought this was the Vitechy's homeworld, but what if it was just another of their conquered worlds? Maybe the real Vitechy world is on the other side of this gate.
Or maybe all we'll find after we get through this gate is another gate. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Oh my God, our laws of physics don't apply here in this world.
I know. It's very weird. I think we should get the hell back.
Maybe, but I don't think we have lots of choices right now. Look! And then, our final battle began. We won, but what I felt was not satisfaction, merely relief. I was ready to fire the final rocket to destroy the last Vitechy ship, but something kept me from doing it. I didn't know what it was until I heard a voice directly inside my own head.
I am Vitechy. There's something you need to hear.
Yes, the sound of you exploding.
You need to hear about the phantoms. We, the Vitechy, are the most advanced beings in the universe. At least we thought so. Until we met the phantoms. That's what your species would call them. All we know is that they come from the center of the universe. And it seems like their goal is to accelerate the universe's entropy. They use technology that is beyond our reach. They don't engage in wars to conquer or for profit. They destroy the whole planets, sometimes even the stars themselves. But we understood the power of the Phantom's army. The only thing we felt was fear. We haven't felt this for a long time. We were so much more advanced than any other species that we never had to fear anything. We had forgotten how to fear, but the fear wasn't the worst. We also realized we forgot how to face fear, how to overcome our weaknesses, how to fight back, how to kill, to prevent our own deaths. We came up with a plan. We selected 2 races that were the most bloodthirsty, aggressive ones we knew. You.
Then you turned us against each other.
Yes. I know how it must look from your point of view, but for us it was simply a choice between the lesser of 2 evils. We knew we were the only ones who could stand against the incoming darkness of the phantoms. We just needed to refresh the things long forgotten. Have you noticed the spider-like objects floating in space on every battlefield you fought? We use those devices to record and analyze your war, not just your tactics and strategies. We got some of your feelings, some of your thoughts. We felt the pain, the adrenaline, the sadness of a loss, the joy of a win. Once again, we knew what it was to fight for our lives. We were able to waken our primitive side that was long asleep.
We were your guinea pigs.
Yes, we never anticipated this would happen. That we would become involved in this war directly and that we would lose. It is as if some higher being has helped you in your struggle.
You can't accept the simple truth that you were defeated by a species you consider inferior.
In almost every way, your race is inferior, good, far inferior. But you know something we don't. You know how to kill. Are you so proud of this? My ship's energy level is too low to permit my survival. My ship will self-destruct any moment now. You need to move away, humans. You need to prepare for the blackness that spreads from the center of the universe. The phantoms are your burden now.
Lamya, let's move away. It's going to be a long way home.
David, when he mentioned this greater being, was he talking about God?
You know I don't believe in God. I think it was pure luck.
Pure luck? What about the fact we found this ancient alien race and used their technology? A convenient accident, huh?
Exactly. An accident.
Well, you'd better be wrong, because from what the Vitechy said, we'll be needing God's help if we're gonna beat these phantoms.
We don't even know if he was telling the truth. At the very least, I hope we have enough time to prepare for the worst. Lamya, remember when you didn't want to open your mind to me so I could try to steer your ship?
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought...
No. What I wanted to say was, I think I know why you acted like that.
Oh, yeah?
You didn't want me to read your mind and your true feelings towards me.
Oh my god. This is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Yep. Now I'm sure I'm right.
David, I'm not sure where you're going with this, but really, my feelings are strictly professional.
Uh-huh. And that's why you chose to go after me than to protect the Earth.
I'm having second thoughts now.
Good. At least a second thought means you're actually thinking again.
Just watch and learn.
I would love to watch you. How about tonight?
Maybe.